Local Hogwash.
I'm Kristy Bach.
I'm Rob Gauthier.
I'm Michelle Cash.
So today we have a fun show for you. We had some mishaps over last week. On Wednesday, when we normally record the show, Michelle had a birthday party to attend. So I thought, okay, we'll do something else. And Michelle was like, why don't we just go to the farmer's market? So we went to the farmer's market. We set up. Everything was great. We interviewed people. It was fantastic.
Yeah, 32 minutes worth.
But you're never going to get to see it.
Sorry.
My bad. Apparently, there are steps that you are supposed to take. And I did not take said steps.
Just only one.
Just one.
One step.
The most important one. It would be like going all the way around a Monopoly board and landing on Park Place and never hitting go. So, Rob, tell us about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm an old man. I went to the chiropractor today. Found out I have arthritis. Yay.
We probably all have it.
Yeah, more than likely. I'm originally from Massachusetts. I'm single. I've bought a house here in town. Mm-hmm. I opened up a little mini mall downtown inside of H Stadium called Artisans of Tobacco Row.
I've always wanted to go there.
Well, get your butt down there.
Okay.
So,
yes, sir.
Don't have to tell her twice.
We have 12 to 15 vendors in there. It's all related to the arts. It's either reconditioned stuff or repurposed stuff or new stuff. We have arts and crafts lessons. We have food. We have some antiques, not many. But it's fun. I mean, everybody who's coming, it's like, wow, it's really nice. And there's a lot here to choose from. And anywhere from gifts to, something that you want in your home. If you want it, we got it.
And it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and I'm the manager, half owner. Actually, Stadium is the other half owner.
Michelle, ask Rob the first time he watched a Local Hogwash
Rob,
episode.
when was the first time? Don't say it was last week. The first time you watched Local Hogwash?
It wasn't last week.
Okay, but when was it?
About an hour ago.
You should have just went with last week.
Well, I already know Kristy.
And I already know you.
Well, dang, Rob.
I figured I'd get to know you in the process.
Oh, congratulations. No, I'm just kidding. So what are your days and your hours of operation?
We're open Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Friday, we're open till 5. Saturdays, we're open from 11 to 3. It started off as a Christmas shop. I started last October. Mm-hmm. And there was this big empty space. It was the children's side of Stadium. And I said, and I talked to Diane and Mr. Stadium, and I said, we could do something with this. Mm-hmm. And everybody liked the idea of the Christmas shop. So I took stuff that was probably 100 years old because they'd been open for 100 years.
Yes.
They just had an anniversary. And I repurposed all their stuff. And I built all these little cubicles for vendors. And the requirement to come in is to be an artisan of some sort. Whether it's home crafts or whether it's food or whether it's painting, whatever you feel you're good at, I wanted to give those people an opportunity inexpensively to try, like, hey, I think I could do something with this.
Cool.
So it's kind of like a nursery, in a way, of small businesses.
I like that. Like an incubator.
Yes, exactly.
Huh.
In fact,
Cadence approved.
She loves everything I say.
So we have about 12 to 15 vendors, and we're always getting more. We've got another shop opening up next week. She makes all her own skincare products from scratch.
I love good skincare products.
Yeah.
Me too.
Fun fact, that's kind of how we met.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't going to bring that up.
So
you make skincare products too?
No.
Oh.
No, but how I came
But
to
she
Kinston,
was selling them.
I sure was. How I came to Kinston, my almost mother-in-law and my almost sister-in-law opened up an apothecary down on North Street. It was called
Serendipity.
Serenity.
That too.
It's serendipity after you Serenity.
There you go. It was Serenity the Modern Apothecary. Unfortunately, it did not make it to its first year, I don't believe. I might be wrong in that, but if not, it's real close. But that's where I met Rob. He came in one day. I forget what we talked about. I know we talked about Sarah's train at the planetarium.
Yeah, I think I was trying to hatch a plan and came in to visit. Oh, to put up posters, I think,
I do
for an
remember
event that I was doing. I was doing an adult prom. Don't ever do it as a fundraiser. People take it as an insult. So I've been told anyway.
I would have loved to go to that.
Yeah, I thought it was because I did it in Raleigh and I had a big turnout actually.
Could wear a real prom dress.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd totally wear an 80s prom dress.
I would totally. That's what you really
You
like.
should
An
really do that.
80s or an 80s
80s
adult
prom.
prom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think we can do that as a fundraiser because also I'm going to be running or starting a new tradition here in town, which will be the Renaissance Fair.
Can I go to that?
Of course you can go to that. You can be part of that if
Can
you
I
want.
dress up?
That's what I hoped for.
What kind of costume?
Anything from Harry Potter to Morgana.
Can I be the queen?
I'll give you a crown.
You can apply to be the princess.
Well, hold up. What do you mean?
Well,
What? Are you going to crown a princess?
yes.
Shut the
I have been waiting all week for this conversation, guys. I already know this. So I
When
didn't
is it?
share.
When is it?
It's in June. A lot of people say, oh, it's too hot then, but it really isn't.
Can you not do it? Can I give you a date?
Second weekend of June.
I can't do that.
Oh, you just broke her heart.
Well, we can make you
I gotta fish that weekend.
You've got to fish that
Yeah,
weekend?
she's like she's like a lady angler, does the whole go out on the boat for fish for prize money.
Did you pay to go fishing that weekend?
No.
Then you come to the Renaissance Fair. I'll pay you. You can throw the rings on the fish.
It better be a really good crown. That's all I got to say.
Well,
Better be big and
I've sort of chosen
real.
a king and queen, and they will crown the prince and princess
Who's
every
the
year.
king and queen?
Allison Barrett and her husband, at least at the moment.
I can get down with that.
And so each year there'll be a new princess and prince that will be crowned. And they will stay prince and princess for the year, and they will crown the next.
Okay.
So it'll become a tradition of a contest.
Do I get to move up to queen once I'm a princess?
You have to kill off the queen first. And believe me, there'll be plenty of ways to do that there.
So all we really need is a tarp and the candlestick.
It's like the game of Clue.
But we're going to have sword play. We're going to have jousting, caber tosses. We're going to have live chess boards, live checkerboards.
Are they going to be like the life-size ones?
Yes.
I love those.
We'll be drawing out the whole pattern of each board on the ground. And people will be the chess or checker pieces.
This is so cool.
That is awesome.
And then you stand at either side and you call out the move for that person.
I'm going to have to learn how to play chess between now and then.
I'll teach
It's
you.
not hard.
Okay.
So, if you just got here, we are talking with Rob Gauthier. That's right. Yes. And he is telling us about the
Me being a princess. Finally getting my crown.
She gets to ride a pumpkin, so, you know.
So he's just blowing Michelle's
Like
mind little
Cinderella.
by little.
Well, I don't know if I can find one. If I can win it at the state fair, maybe, you know.
He's talking about a Renaissance fair that he is running
come.
that we will be here in June of next year. So please be on the lookout for that, and we will definitely keep you updated as time gets closer. If you haven't already, check out the Artisan Vendor Shop in H Stadium. You will find all kinds of cool little things to check out. And as always, shop local. It is where you're going to find the coolest deals and keep your neighbors employed. So I told you guys last time about my Kindle Vella novel, which is an episodic novel where you get the first 3 episodes for free, and then you purchase each additional episode. There are 48 episodes with tokens. The average episode is like 13 to 15 tokens. You get 200 tokens for $1.99, y'all, so it ain't expensive.
Oh.
I got a crown. My novel it is a top favorite, and something like 360 people have read the episodes.
Good.
Awesome. Let's
It was
give them a round of applause for that.
it was both terrifying and kind of affirming because I've written quite a few books. This is not my first rodeo, but this is the first time where I could literally track how many people are making it to that next episode. So to put it into perspective, like it is such a stark difference. Like 186 people have read the first episode.
Read or listened?
Read.
Why did I think that it was being read to me?
Because I said I was going to record it. And
Oh,
post
that-
it. We're not there yet. I was getting ready.
Sorry. I know, Rob. I know.
And the first story she wrote that I read, I'm determined to put it on stage as a stage play.
Which one?
Is that Ascension? So Ascension is not even for sale. It's not published at this time. And that is...
It should be.
That is by choice. So Ascension, for people who don't know me, my imagination is not at all what my personality is. If I'm being real honest, most of the time, I can get away with life with being funny and having a decent sense of humor. But my writing, like, people die in explosive ways.
Let's just say it's twisted.
It is. I wrote I wrote Ascension because I was really, really, really pissed off about three things. The first one was that I read an article where the 10 wicked women of the Bible, that's what it was called, the 10 wicked women of the Bible. Well, I didn't grow up in a church and I didn't know who these people were. So I bought a Bible and I looked them up and then I got pissed. I was like, wait, they didn't do anything wrong. So fast forward to, 2 or 3 years ago when a woman was brutally raped behind a dumpster and the judge gave her rapist 6 months in jail because it might hurt his college career. So I wrote Ascension because those two things happened. However, it is an entire satirical look at Christian religion and Greek gods and modern day sociopath. If we're being honest, like I don't know that the world was ready for that book because I don't know if I was ready to write that book.
Oh, but it's ready for the stage.
It's ready for something.
No, it is.
I did tell Rob anytime he wanted to use that to go on stage, he absolutely could.
It's like a game show. Mm-hmm. And could you just picture what little she's told you as a game show on stage?
Where the 10 wicked women of the Bible compete on a reality show in hell to earn their chance for freedom.
Let me know.
You want to be one of the 10?
So, I actually didn't mean to talk about that one because you can't buy that one.
I did.
But you can go to Kindle Vella on Amazon and purchase Recently Deceased by me.
Her.
Guess what, everybody? Local Hogwash needs your help.
Help us. We're broke.
So, fun fact, I am a political news junkie. I read more news articles than most people do in a lifetime.
If you could get paid for reading, you'd be all right.
I'd be set. I love politics. I have
too.
a dream
Me
team
too.
of politicians that is led by Katie Porter with her whiteboard. But I've never been to Washington, D.C. I've never been to the seat of power of the government in the United States.
We're going.
I thought you already went.
Mm-mm.
No, we canceled. I had to cancel it for
COVID.
insert reason. Was it COVID? Yeah.
COVID.
Oh, that's right. I had everything booked. Okay, moving on. So we're taking local Hogwash to Washington, D.C.
Who's scrolling now?
I haven't had scroll medication for months. We're taking local Hogwash on the road, and we're going to invade Washington, D.C. with our Hogwash insurgency.
Uh-oh.
We're not going to take over the Capitol building or anything.
No.
How disappointing.
But we could get caught up in a good protest.
Yeah, we definitely are probably going to look for one. Doesn't even matter what it is, really.
Yeah, they took the fences down around the White House, so.
Finally, that was dumb.
Well, it was Trump. I mean, oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
So you should know that is the right side of the table, and this is the left side of the table. Actually, I'm more middle, but point's still there.
That's one of the things that brought us together was the discussions that we would have.
Yep.
You can talk to this woman about anything.
Piggybacking off my friendship.
I was there before you were.
Because that's how we started.
That is exactly how we started.
Kristy, how many other friends have you started off like that I don't know about?
This is
How many more friends do you have?
This is it. You've met my office. That's my family out there who sits out there. And this is it. This is the entirety of my friendships.
Okay.
Wait, does Facebook count? Because I do have people I argue with there all the time.
No.
Okay.
They're imaginary people.
Real life people.
If you would like to sponsor our Washington, D.C. trip, we're going in October. Any sponsorship would help. If you would like a commercial in our segments, happy to do that. If you would like a logo across our board, happy to do that too. Just let us know. If you want us to read about your business, we'll do that too. We are happy to promote your business if you help us get to Washington, D.C. I don't want to talk about the election tonight, but I do want to at least comment on the massive amount of people who have commented on that article I wrote last week. So I just kind of want to say I will never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever support trashing humans on comments of an article that I wrote. I don't love it.
Right.
I didn't write nothing ugly in the article. I don't need your 2 cents. And I hate that people have to be ugly like that. Like, it's an article about an election that's happening months from now.
People get fired up about politics, man. I mean, fired up. I mean, they were fired up today and can't even talk about that.
They're fired for different reasons. Funnier reasons. I went to the Global Trans Park Economic Development Region meeting today.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook. It looked like a nice event.
It was definitely the who's who.
Really?
There were suits.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it was definitely represented, but it was effectively announcing that the Global Trans Park is partnering with Wayne Green and Lenore County, and so that they can pool resources, and when businesses want to come to Eastern North Carolina, all the options are on the table, and it's going to, who it can best serve. They're also working with like Lenore Community College at the Aerospace and Advanced Manufacturing Center to help train people for those jobs that
Which
will
is what
potentially
Dean
be
is
coming.
going to do.
I know, my baby is going to be there. It was really hard not to get. I did run into Matthew Berg, who is the director there, and I'm like, "Are you a hugger? Because I'm going to hug you."
Did you see Richie Honeycutt?
I always see Richie. She is one of my favorite
super nice.
humans.
So, what kind of special events do you have coming up?
We're going to be starting to have, once the kids go back to school, we're going to have children's readings. The library has, they came down last Christmas, and they once a week, every Thursday, they would come down and read stories, a couple of Christmas stories to the kids, which I thought was really nice.
It's nice.
We have like a multi-function room that's right there in front with the window. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You might want to consider doing it live in front of the window. Let people come up to the window and watch you do the show.
Fine, I'll even press play this time.
Oh my gosh. It's like the Macy's Christmas window in New York.
Yeah. We could do it around Christmas time, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because there'll be a 10-foot Christmas tree behind you.
Yes.
Because I just bought it.
I love Christmas.
Well, then it's going to look like Christmas threw up in there. But anyways.
You're speaking Michelle's language.
You really are. You're making my little heart go bitter.
And then we do have the arts and craft classes that are usually 2 days a week, usually Friday and Saturday. Victoria teaches those. She also sells tea, like loose tea, and she makes candles and stuff like that. And really, like, if you had a small business that you wanted to have a little meeting of like a dozen people, we can accommodate that and make sure you get beverages and just something to munch on or whatever.
And that kind of leads into a nice segue. I just saw one of Leon's posts, Leon Steele from Downtown Revitalization, already getting ready for some Christmas volunteers. So there's a whole lot to plan for events coming up, especially around the holidays. So get involved, stay involved. You can't complain if you're not part of the solution.
That's right. Plenty of opportunities to serve your community.
Yes. As we do with every show, we just want to take a moment and tell you how thankful we are to Magic Mall Media for letting us use this studio. BJ is a wonderful, wonderful human who I am grateful for every day of my life. We do also want to thank Brendan for his logo, and he is also going to be a guest on our show in October. I'm excited about.
He's
I
doing
know,
the
he's
logo for the
thrilled.
Renaissance Fair, too.
He is. He's doing the logo for the Renaissance Fair because Brendan is amazing.
He is. I learned that today.
If you would like to be a guest on our show, please reach out to us on Facebook at Local Hogwash, www.localhogwash.com. We're also on Twitter.
You say it like that.
Redo
it. Do it again.
Why don't
Say
you do
with
it?
www.localhogwash.com.
There you go. Coming up, we have...
It's just us next week.
It's just us next week. Yes, it is. Following that in 2 weeks, we'll have Rain Tyndall.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks after that, it's the Day of Dads.
It's the Day of Dads. Should probably tell mine.
You told me you asked him.
Huh? I did, but I need to probably remind him, I say.
I should probably remind my dad, too.
Yeah. Remind him and say, hey, behave yourself.
He was at my 40th birthday party at the lake. I didn't know you yet, though, or you would have been there, too.
Okay.
I told you I'd never know longer than you have.
Okay, Rob.
Just remember, you want that princess crown, don't you?
Okay, Rob. I'll give you the title of oldest friend if you give me that princess crown.
And a scepter.
Can I have a Rob?
Comes with batteries.
So
I'm so excited.
we will see you same time, same place next week. Actually, I'm going to try to get Michelle to go to the farmer's market again.
Yes.
And come to Artisans and do it live in our little front room.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll even give you popcorn. I do free popcorn. Fresh made.
I love food.
All right, we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.